Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Dustin here, Grip and Dip Racing, and we're getting ready to get started back on this hatch now that I got a couple of the other things finished up, and I've got some more free time. I went ahead and got the Honda coil on plug kit off because we were not getting any spark. I think the CDI box that it comes with is bad because it's not sending out a spark at all. Everything's hooked up. I've got my car exactly, or I've got his car exactly how I've got my car hooked up. My car runs flawlessly, and his car was not getting any ignition. So, I had to pull that off. We actually went with the Jason Waters coil on plug kit, and it was very user-friendly. All we had to do was plug it right into the connector and right into the ECU and put the thermostat housing ground on and plug everything up. But this video isn't really for the coil on plug kit. It's actually for the dreaded P0118. That is the problem that we are going to be fixing today. It is an engine coolant temp sensor, voltage high, and yeah, so we're getting ready to dig in here and figure out why we're not getting any voltage at the connector going into the engine coolant temp sensor. I've checked it out a couple times. I've already put new sensors on. I've put new plugs on, but like I said, I haven't really done any work I didn't build this car, so I don't know what kind of funky stuff they've got going on. But I did pull out my multimeter and check the connector, and we've got 0.1 but we pretty much got no voltage. We got 0.12 whatever voltage, which is, yeah, 100 millivolts. So yeah, that's not gonna suffice a engine coolant temp sensor. We need 5 volts there, and so let's go ahead and figure out where it's at. So I tested the voltage in the one-way connector. It would the light would go off, and then it would come back on. So it's probably just a coincidence, but I do have 12 volt or 10 volts. Alright, so it's going from 3 volts to open loop. I also found that they use some speaker wire back here, and all this shit has a bunch of corrosion in there. I don't know if you can see. Where's the connector? Right here. Try to get it to focus, but if you can see down in there, that wire is broke, and there's a bunch of corrosion on those wires. So, pulled these out and tried to find out where. No, it's not that one. This one, and where's the other one? Oh, the other one pulled off. That's right. That's right. So I'm gonna have to cut this whole harness back and try to figure out where this wire broke, where they repaired it. Wow. I think they had these things twisty tied. I think they just twisted these fucking wires together. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. They fucking twisted the wires and put heat shrink around them. That is definitely not the way to repair. Just because you have heat shrink on it does not mean you can just twist it and that heat shrink will magically hold it, because some heat shrink has glue in it, some does not. But yeah, you always want to solder or use a soldering butt connector, or the weatherproof butt connectors that crimp. I've had really good luck with those as well. But yeah, solder is always the way to go. But if you're in a pinch, or if you're in a tight spot and you want to just use the butt connectors that you can hit it with a lighter, the weatherproof butt connectors that you can hit with a lighter and seal it, those ones will work as well. But yeah, twisting it and putting some heat shrink on is just not going to suffice, especially on a little engine like this that has a lot of vibrations. That shit kills. So yeah, let's go ahead and get these things fixed up and see if I've solved the P0118. Ugh, gosh, I hate this old ass tape. This old nasty ass tape. Alrighty, first things first, grab your phone, go to home data. Oh, gotta turn the key on. Connect S300. Go down here, DTCs. Refresh. Alright, so that got rid of our code. And now let's see if she starts. Oh shit! Oh shit! And she's not whomping. Oh my god. But yeah, now she's driving really great. Friggin' perfect. Yeah, she's got perfect drivability now. Like I said, after that ECT sensor got fixed, it pretty much let the ECU be in control of it again. And now it was able to actually adjust the timing correctly, and everything's looking good. But yeah, so of course, first things first, you always got to make sure you have a good sensor. In this case, we actually replaced both of them, and we made sure that, and we kind of just made sure that that was out of the equation. And then as soon as I replaced both of those, that's whenever I figured out that we had some underlying issues and had to address them. So that's the reason why we dug into these. Always check your sensors for resistance, cold and hot. That way you can see if there's no change in the resistance. Well, obviously I think it's supposed to be like 17 or 1800 ohms cold, and then roughly 400 to 500 ohms of resistance hot. Maybe it's 300. I can't remember what the specs were. But yeah, I will look them up and put them down at the bottom of the screen. But yeah, so always check your sensors first. And then once you check those and they check out okay, or after you replace them, if they don't check out okay, then go ahead and check your wiring, your connector. A lot of times these wires right here at the will get really brittle and break. So that's kind of the reason why I already ran through this issue several times. And that's the reason why I knew it was somewhere in the harness. But we just got lucky with somebody already trying to fix it and fixed it poorly. So yeah, normally it's right here at the brake, but sometimes you have to go even further back. And instead of cutting in this harness, if you get to this point and you still don't have voltage, I would normally just go straight to the ECU. And then once I go to the ECU, make sure that the voltage is coming out of the ECU. And whenever you verify that, then it's going to be somewhere from here to the ECU. And instead of breaking this whole harness down, it's better to just bypass it and just run 2 wires along the harness and then zip tie them and stuff and tidy them up. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to checking out a P0118. It's kind of more labor intensive than it is hard. And yeah, it's just kind of being careful and making sure you don't have any idiots before you building your harness or repairing your harness. So with that being said, I hope this helped at least one person out. If I at least helped one person out, then I'm doing my job. But yeah, we have a bunch of other race cars getting ready to undergo. I'm getting ready to tear into my car as well. And I've got 1, 2, 3 brand new Civic hatches that I'm getting ready to start fixing up and getting some videos going with that. And this one's probably going to be my 404 Crowler cam build. It's going to be naturally aspirated, I'm pretty sure, unless I can find a turbo kit and do a little bit of degreeing to make those cams work well with it. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of things this year. Planning on getting my Subaru done, and we're doing a swap, B series, I think a B20 swap on that EK down there, that EK coupe. And yeah, I'm getting ready to put an LS in this one, and probably a GSR in my dark purple DAP hatch over there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and tuning in. But yeah,